From the hollers and hills of West Virginia, it's Heavenly Hills Homestead with another episode. Stay tuned. Boo! Guys. Hold on.
And then scooting along this pond a little further, we've got 2 rows of...
We're listening to Lazy Dog. Who else likes Lazy Dog? Raise your hand.
No, I'm not going to test my luck on that.
Anyways, got a package here. And I love the way he does it. It's awesome. I'm gonna open it up here and see what we got inside. Hang on a minute. So we have from my buddy old Roberto Gonzalez. I'll have to send him some of my F1s that I got. Need to do that tomorrow. Anyways, got the Brazilian starfish. I've been looking for these. I wanted them. Now we have them Brazilian starfishes. Got a yellow 7-pot Primo. Go with my other Primos I got in there. The Jimmy Nordella. I don't know nothing about that, so we're going to have to look those up. It sounds pretty cool, though. Yellow Brain strains. Those are good. Red tie. I don't know exactly what a red tie is. Maybe it's a tie dragon. Maybe it's another name for it. Paquitos. Don't know what those are. We'll have to look them up as well. Got the red habs. Red habanero. Confused. Mixed seeds. So, ain't no problem. Oh, hey. A couple black seeds in there. I bet those are manzanos. We'll see. Red Ghost. Got here. Chocolate Brain strains. Chocolate Brain. It says probably Brain strain. And Erdina Reaper. Oh, no. It says Carolina. Ooh, goodness. At first it looked like a EARDINA, but it's Carolina Reaper. So, all right. He sent me some of that. We'll try that out. I don't know what these are. We're going to have to ask what these are. These things are cool. Some kind of fruit nut or something. I don't know. We're going to figure that out. So, yeah, we'll figure those out. All right, on to the next. Now, next is, this came from Cameron. We traded some seeds. He sent me the purple ghost scorpions. I seen these things. They look awesome. I mean, they look really, really cool. So I got some purple ghost scorpions. Oh, yeah. He sent me these. The CNG 21500. These look really cool, too. Like, they look real, real cool. I like them. They were really cool. Scotch Brains. 7-pot Pheno. Ooh, these are cool. Carbonero Orange. That looks cool. Look at them. I like those. Yeah. And Primos to Lemon Drops. Boy, I bet that's a hot lemon drop. I got lemon drops. I grew them last year and stuff, and they weren't bad. They taste really good, actually. They're really lemony. But I bet that joker's a hot one. Ooh-wee. Have to look that up. That's pretty cool. So, all right, on. Well, I think I'm about done for today. I'm cramping real bad. I done took potassium today, and sometimes it's just that way. I don't know what goes on. I drink tons of water every day and take my potassium and stuff, and I just get the cramping so bad in my ribs and sometimes in my left leg. It just knots up real bad. Every once in a while my right, but most times my left leg, and I'll be honest with you, it hurts. So I think I'm going to take a break, but you can kind of see what we're going for here. This is going to be the watermelon patch right here. And we're going to take some of them big boards up there by the trailer that we had gotten earlier in the year from Van that we used on the goat pen. And we're going to place those boards along the bottom of this right here. We're going to connect them, screw them into the fence post there. That's just going to help build up the dirt for one, because I'll be able to go up as high as that, and it'll keep the dirt on this side of the fence, and I won't have to worry about the weeds and all that bull crap. I mean, they'll be there, but I'll be able to spray them, go on that side of the fence and spray them, kill them, and not have to worry about, you know, that stuff. So anyhow, this is the best thing to do. So I'm gonna put them boards up here, and they give me roughly 10 to 12 inches of playroom, right? More depth that I can till, and maybe eventually end up with this level. And this all right here might be level one day up here on the top. If I keep adding compost and stuff, it's liable to come out here and be 3-4 foot level. Of course, I'd continue to have to raise those boards up, of course. But anyhow, I just wanted to show you, what we've gotten done. Not a lot. It's just mostly been all tilling today. And the reason why we haven't got a lot of tilling done is the tillers don't want to cooperate for some reason. And I mean, that's I'll never, ever buy a Cub Cadet again. I've got 2 of them here, as you can see, and I'll never buy another one again, ever. That Cub Cadet right there I bought last year. It was my uncle's. He passed away, and I bought it, and it was, you can see it. It is what it is, right? It looked pretty good shape. I don't know if he was the first owner or not, but it worked. Well, it didn't work. I had to work on it. I did some carburetor work on it, made a video. This video has been very, very successful since I made it last year. Very successful video. If you got a Cub Cadet RT65 and it's not running, go check that video out, and you can definitely learn how to get it running, even on half choke. Kid you not. The secret is a bottle of Seafoam. It'll work it, Now, what's happening now is I don't really have an idea what is going on with it, because it just bogs down. It'll run for 30 minutes to an hour and run good. And then it'll just like that. And you put it in any kind of a gear and it just dies. It'll sit there and idle. You know, it'll spit and sputter, and then it'll pick back up and start idling just fine, and then it will, you know, do fine, unless it's spitting and sputtering real bad, like if you had it in a gear and you let off of it. Now it'll kill itself that way. But anyhow, it's just frustrating me, and I've worked. You've seen the video. You've seen how I've kept having to go back and forth between the two. It's not because I wanted to, it's because I had to. This one here tries to do that stuff, but now it don't have a new carburetor on it. So I don't know what the problem is with that one. But that one there, it does have a new carburetor. I put a new carburetor on it last year. Should be fine. Shouldn't have any problems with it right now. Don't know what's wrong with it. I'm going to do some research and see what we might be able to find out. I have sprayed it and soaked it with stuff. Maybe just let it sit during the night and it might work itself out. I did not have any Seafoam, and Seafoam's all the way out in Beckley. I ain't driving all the way out there with gas at $4.25 a gallon to go buy me a bottle of, you know, Seafoam. Not doing it. The end just doesn't the ends doesn't justify the means, so to speak. So anyhow, I did want to talk to you guys a little bit more in depth today about something that I've thought about all day long as I've been sitting here tilling. So, found out today that somebody that I know, me and my wife know fairly well, had passed away a couple weeks ago. And it shocked me because it was about 2 weeks ago or so that I had talked to this person. This person was fine. And it was said that they had an accidental overdose. Now, I'm not going to get into who and what and where and all that. That's private business for the family. But it was shocking, nonetheless. I've known this person since 2015, and it was shocking because this is not a person that would have an accidental overdose. It's not. And so all day today, I was thinking about that situation and everything. And then I started thinking a little bit more, right, about not just that situation, but my situation. The situations that many of us face that we don't really talk about, right? Because this person was somebody that was an upbeat person. They helped people. They sorted things out for people in a way. I mean, I guess you could, say they were not counselors or psychologists or psychiatrists, whatever you want to call it. They weren't those things, but they did help people, right, on a daily basis. And so, with knowing all that and knowing who, you would have thought that this person, as much as they told other people to go and to get help and to help them to be better for themselves and to help themselves and, look after themselves and all these things that they told and said and inspired and stuff. Yeah, I know, baby. I know. But all these things that they said, right? And then to hear that they done that, had an accidental overdose. Well, it makes one wonder what were they doing in the position to where they had an accidental overdose, right? I mean, sometimes it's families' ways of being nice and saying the person that committed suicide had an accident. They didn't mean to do that, right? It's just a nice way of saying they killed themselves. Sometimes it truly is an accident, but how much pain a person goes through that they accidentally do that, right? Whether it is an accident or it's on purpose, either way, how much pain is that person in that they do that, right? I mean, that would be an astronomical amount of pain to just say, I'm so hurt and so distraught about life and everything around it and involving it that I'm willing to leave the very people I love and the people I love to help and everything else and just end it all and never see another sunrise, never see another sunset, never see the beauty in the trees, never see another Christmas, never see another Thanksgiving, never see another birthday, holiday, anything. You just never see nothing else again. You're gone. You're dead. And so I thought about all these things today, and I'm just sitting there and just shocked and baffled and trying to make sense of it in my head as to why. And I have my own theories and things, but that's to myself. But here's the thing. Oh, yeah, I know, baby. Yeah, there's a good girl. But, here's the thing. At the end of the day, I got to thinking about this, and I said, that could very well have been me. There was a time in my life where I had I'd just come back from Iraq, and I was drinking and doing every kind of drug imaginable, and just ripping and roaring and tearing up the town and just having what I thought was a great time, but really it was a horrible, miserable time, right? And that kind of lasted for a while, and then it kind of went away, and I just stayed drinking. And then me and Annie, we lost our first kid, and our first kid passed away, 38 weeks utero. Nobody knows why or what, and that was in 2009. And by 2010, I was a wreck. I was a shell of myself, of who I had become since leaving the Army in 2006. Because between 2006 and 2009, I'd really transformed myself into somebody that was doing great, and you wouldn't have known struggled every day with anxiety and PTSD and stuff, right? I mean, I was doing wonderful. You'd have never known I had a TBI and things, right? I was doing that good. And after the baby passed, that just kind of triggered and opened up this whole, now you just can't leave her alone, can you? Come here, baby. Come here, princess. Come here, petunias. Oh, daddy, baby. And it just kind of triggered all those emotions and all those thoughts and things again. And I went into a place where Annie had never seen me before. Because before she had met me in 2008, that was a person I had been, but I was a different person. And when she met me in 2009, I was a fixed and transformed person. And then when the baby passed away, I slipped back into that alcoholism, pills and things, and really sank to my low, right? And I was thinking about all that today, and we can get into more of this later because I don't want to get too long. But I was thinking about all that today, and I was just like, that could have been me. I could have easily done that. And I could have easily overdosed several times. On accident, literally. Would have been on accident. And I thank God that I didn't. I thank God that I had a wife that prayed, and while I was passed out on dope, not like heroin, but pills or from drinking, I would be, she'd be sitting there praying, God, don't let him die. Fix him, don't let him die, And I had a praying mama and a praying grandmother and great grandmother and all that, and through my worst times, because I was bad. I was bad. The person you see now is not the person that was 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Because the person you see now has been transformed, right? And has found, peace and things through Christ, but has also, not only been transformed by what Christ has done, but also has been transformed in the sense of what I do and how I think and everything, right? So what I'm getting at is nobody has to be so bad off. I mean, and trust me, I know I can sit here and tell you stuff that would make you bawl like a baby, all right? And but that's not what I want to do, right? And so half of the reason why I made this channel was so that I could uplift people and we could share a common goal and desire and things that we all can look at, love, and enjoy and watch, right? Because I love watching things grow, right? Whether that's our baby livestock or it's our pumpkins or garden or whatever. I love watching things take form and grow. And so I learned that even though bad things come and bad times come and all that, right, we all face it, right? I mean, we all will face it, right? The Bible says it rains on the just and the unjust. So all of us are going to have our ups and our downs, right? We're all going to be rained on, and we're all going to have sunshine. Here's the difference. We got a couple of different things going here. So Christians, we have, somebody who can help us out, right? And that's Jesus, right? And then on the same token, we also have a coping mechanism that we can say, okay, well, it might be an ugly, nasty day here. Hey, baby. And all can be going wrong right now. But the beauty out here in the yard, the grass growing, the pigs, just wanting loved on. These pigs just want love right now, right? I mean, there's beauty in that, right? There's beauty in tilling up the garden. There's beauty in looking at the beautiful sunrise and sunset. There's beauty in everything. And if you look beyond the woes of the world and beyond the bad things, and everything that is bad and troublesome, and I mean, we could sit here and watch the news and we can talk about all the horrible things in the world right now, right? I mean, it does not take much to get depressed and have anxiety in today's world, right? All we got to do is flip the news on for 5 minutes and everybody's depressed, anxious, and don't know what to do, where to turn, or anything, right? But if I don't feed that monster, if I don't feed that, remember the tale of the two wolves? So I'll tell you that in a minute. But if we don't feed that part of us, right, and we just focus on the good things, even though it's hard, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. It's hard to focus on the good things when there's so much bad. But if we just get out of ourselves for a few minutes and we come out here and we connect ourselves to something good and something pure and something that's just right, and brings us happiness and brings us and shows us beauty, right? Like this old big dumb boar here. Once you lay on her, you'll hurt her. And anyways, if we just show them that stuff, right, and we look at it like that, I really believe that it would change our way of thinking and stuff to where we don't have to be drunk or high or any of those things to be happy. We can be happy in the moment, even if it's just one moment at a time. Even if for right now the only thing I'm happy doing is petting Petunia, right? And I go and walk away. If that's the happiness that I get right then that's enough happiness, right? And then I find something else to do that brings me more happiness. So I'll go over here and I'll pet Wilbur, right? And love on Wilbur some, because Wilbur's just a big dumb boar that wants love, right? And then after these guys are over it, or I'm done petting these guys, right? And then I move onto the goats, right? And maybe onto the ducks and the chickens, or maybe I go and till, or maybe I go and look at my plants growing and just kind of look at the beauty of that and how awesome it is to watch and know that I grew it from a seed and to whatever size it is at that time, right? And all of that, if we focus on all that, then the bad things tend to disappear. And while it might not be super fast, it might be very slow at first, they all start to go bye-bye. Hey, I just put them there not for you to dig out, goofball. I put them there so that you couldn't do that and wouldn't do that, silly. But anyhow, all I'm saying is nobody has to take that way out. Nobody. And I understand times are bad, they're tough, they're stressful. I might not know everybody's situation. I completely agree with that and understand that. But I've been in some really low, really bad situations myself. And all I can say is I'm thankful that I didn't do that. Because I get to watch my kids grow. I get to hopefully see grandkids. You know, I get to talk to you guys every day on a silly old camera, right, on my phone, right, and you guys tune in and watch it, and I get to grow things that I'm passionate about and that I love and that excite me and make me happy, right? I get to do those things because I'm here, and everybody that watches the channel or that is around me, just looking at pictures on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or wherever, or at going to way offs and stuff, they all get to enjoy these same things too, right? And so that to me is what it's all about. It's about enjoying each other and loving everything that you do and being inspired to do more and wanting to do more and trying to figure out how to help the next person get out of anxiety and depression and all those things, right? And be able to focus more on self and family and friends and inspire others. You know, that I think that's what we should do. And it's just sad when somebody gives up. And so I don't know, I mean, just, you know, I guess all I'm saying is don't give up. Be inspired. Be inspired and inspire others, right, to do what you do and what you love to do, right? And take your passions as far as you can take them and beyond, and love it and enjoy it and teach people and stuff. But don't get yourself caught up in all the mess of the world and be distressed and depressed and anxious, because those things, they're not ever helpful for you. And as much as you would want to fix those things, some things you just can't fix. And it's easier and healthier to focus on the things you can and do what you can. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to relax for the rest of the evening. I'm going to take me some more potassium, drink me some more water, take a shower, try to get rid of these cramps. And hopefully tomorrow we'll put the boards along the fence line there and get that ready. Then all we got left to do is to fertilize and till it up the rest of the way. We'll just amend the soil and till it up. Put some of the compost in there for the watermelons. And then we'll go and put all of our black woven fabric down again and get the garden laid out. Get the get the watermelons laid out. And then I guess we can start planting. Okay, and this right here, we'll worry about this maybe next week. We'll start tilling down in here. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I want to start planting, so hopefully tomorrow we'll have at least one pumpkin in the ground, and we'll go from there. We'll see. I'd like to plant the corn tomorrow. That's another thing I'd like to get done. So I'd like to plant corn, and I'd like to plant at least one pumpkin plant. So then we'll start worrying about this side and these right here in the next week or so. So anyhow, guys, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you tomorrow right here in the Hollers and Hills of West Virginia.
Don't forget to smash that like button. hit that notification bell. Don't forget to share.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And subscribe.